Hey, welcome everybody. DiPierro, Grotowski, Phipps Cloud. We're underway. One serving zero. TJ Cloud and Justin Phipps. Mike DiPierro and Steve Grotowski here in Virginia Beach, second to last NBL. Steve Grotowski goes high chisel off of TJ.
We got Uncle Scoon and Mesco here. A little shout out to Artie, the one-man party Barone. Good to see you're watching, buddy. Need to see you out here is what I need to see. We got Big Phipps on the right. Everybody's scared to serve Phipps. You don't know what he's going to do.
TJ and Phipps so intimidating, Grotowski can't even get the ball in.
You know, I don't know if everybody knows this, but Phipps was my original first NBL partner back in Texas 2 years ago. Like most partnership, that only lasted one tournament.
You mean like most of Justin's partnerships?
Most of Justin's partnerships is what I mean.
However, do not discount Mr. Phipps. That guy can ball and he knows how to win. He might have more tournament wins than just about any other player here.
He definitely has more tournaments played. There's no question about that.
He also knows how to win tournaments. Masters champion at the Motherlode last year. Justin Phipps and Dave Smith won that pretty easy.
Yeah, they kind of handled that one. Good thing I talked both those guys into it. Well, me and Phipps talked Dave Smith into it. Really how that went down. As Phipps does with most of his partners, he's probably the best guy on the beach at talking people into playing with him. But I'm interested.
DiPierro, wow, nice crispy over line shot right from Phipps. DiPierro's probably played Phipps over under 70 times.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Grotowski putting it up for DiPierro, left-handed, southpaw, puts it away.
DiPierro's like a ninja. He just grabs balls with his hand. He jumps, maybe right, maybe left. Yahtzees with both. It's impressive. He'll get back up. Steve Grotowski, Mr. Olympian.
TJ Cloud going for the Camacho, top of the net roll, doesn't quite get there. Steve Grotowski representing Great Britain in the 2012 London Olympics. TJ Cloud, you guys getting a little more sun. The tattoo on his right shoulder that you're looking at on the left side on our near side. Justin Phipps, just a little thicker, might work out a little more.
What I'm interested to see is do they have TJ block the whole time? Will they do some split blocking?
Grotowski's second serve in the middle of the net. I'm sure he's pleased with that. Justin Phipps coming off a 3-week, just absolutely gnarly training series in Malibu, California. House sitting, training double days, 6 hours a day. You can see it up to blog.
Welcome Sean and Roger to the game. I think everybody knows these boys well.
Five serving four. TJ Cloud back to serve. TJ would like a shout out to his daughter Colby K watching on this Facebook live stream. She's looking for a dig and he doesn't get it. That'll be 5 serving 5. DiPierro Grotowski looking to actually serve the ball in bounds here.
I think the one of the #1 fans on the tour right here is Ziggy. You guys don't know who Ziggy is. That's Phipps' amazing dog that he brings everywhere with him. That guy's a fan favorite.
Wrist away, pretty easy pull dig and wrist away smash down angle for Grotowski.
looking for Steve to start warming up here and start putting these guys in a box. We'll see what happens.
Staying on Phipps. And Phipps knows how to put balls away.
Phipps' shots are a little unorthodox, but they're in most of the time and with some good pace on it. That big bear paw of a hand that he has right there, that he just puts the ball down with. You guys haven't seen this before. The standing jump serve, I know he missed that one, but that is a go-to serve by Phipps. Really move that around, and it really tricks the big guys when it drops low below him.
It typically drops short, but you can move it around.
Steve with the floater.
Working on Phipps. DiPierro up to block.
Touch? No?
DiPierro up to block, calls his own touch, and we're going to get a 7-7 switch. Got a good honor call by MD.
Honor calls are hard to come by these parts right here. You know, some guys do it, some guys will not call anything. I've played with both.
Made 2 honor calls in our first match.
Nesco's a very honor call person.
Now, Chris Frazier set the bar early on in this year. He called about 3 of his own touches in our first match in San Antonio, and just inspired me.
Nothing wrong with being honest out there, everybody. Steve Grotowski's high line is probably one of the best high lines that you can find almost anywhere.
And it's pretty good over massive blocks. I'm not discounting TJ's block, but typically he's not up there blocking. A little better defender than a blocker. I think TJ's daughter and I would both call TJ's block not massive. Let's call it disciplined.
The score right now, I think we're looking at 8-8. But I will find out shortly for us.
8-all, and we've got a ball on from the Moran Cabbage Caban Dabrowski match, which looks like it's going extra innings over there.
It is a battle on that far court right now.
It's the 6 seed versus the 11 for the 5 versus 12. Grotowski's showing a little diversity here.
That's what you're going to find with Mike and Steve. They just kind of shoot the ball all over the court and they keep it in. We'll see if Steve gets his jump serve going. He might just be okay with floating. He's on the good side right now.
DiPierro Grotowski, a fresh pair of sponsor shorts out there, looking sharp. Orange piping. TJ diving into that middle pass. See what he can do. Little shoot set out, and Steve already shown about 5 different ways to put the ball down in the first before the first technical.
I think this team on our side right here just kind of jumps in the air, takes a good look, and then makes a good late decision on where they want to go. You know, this is the point in the game where we're looking to see if that far side can hang with these guys or if they're going to start to open up this margin. Oh, and Steve's back, everybody, with an ace down the line. Don't let him trick you with those 2 misses earlier. He was just kind of having fun with everyone. Now it's business time.
Sean Lavoie out there talking about Phipps and MD's honor. I played with Mike DiPierro all last year, and he is about as honest as they get.
There it is.
Unless you're playing against Dana, in which case all bets are off. Mike D with a good touch on the block and a great up with the left hand.
That's a couple errors by Steve right now, which is very uncharacteristic of him, but it's the first match of the day, and I think he's just kind of getting those out early. We'll see if that far side can. Ooh, good touch by Phipps, but just not big enough.
9-12 switch. We're going to the technical timeout. Get about a minute break here. Gives us time to talk about Phipps and DiPierro's record. If they played 70 times, what do you think their record is?
Ooh, I mean,
Phipps coming out of the Gulf side, Florida. DiPierro in southeastern Florida, where many of the Floridians, beach volleyball players, live.
I'm gonna have to give the upside to DiPierro, but I'm sure Phipps has got some good wins in there on him.
Phipps is a very unassuming player. Rolls in with his dog Ziggy. Might smoke a ball before he plays, and just makes you want to serve him, and then he just sides out ball after ball.
Phipps is known for his long warm-ups for the game. Out there jogging around, doing wind sprints.
I remember playing Phipps in the EVP Stockton 2014. He refused to let me put down one cut shot. He just set a bar early on and said, "You will not put a cut shot down." And I was impressed.
That's a tall order right there. I'm sure you still beat him in that game, though.
We were victorious. Playing with your old partner, Jeff Samuels.
Andrew Russell, welcome to the show.
I beat to Phipps.
Real quick for anybody that doesn't know.
Phipps tags the line. The patented short over line shot.
Otherwise known as Poppy from everybody in the United States.
Andrew Russell watching on Facebook. I'm wearing your light blue shorts. I'm standing in for you this weekend, Russell. Travis Schoonover and I teaming up for the first time in the NBL. Andrew Russell's old partner. Phipps bringing a little heat on the jump serve. Grotowski did look away over line.
Now, for everybody watching, whenever you see Phipps actually jump on a jump serve, that's when you know it's business time.
It's business time, but when Grotowski hits that crisp over line shot, it is also business time. Phipps doesn't appear happy with that set. I would have liked that set.
You just got to play through that when you're a partner, you know? Give him that same ball, let him put it away. Let him get in that rhythm. Far side's starting to open up a couple
lead.
points.
Now the technical, they've got a couple of 14-10 now. Phipps able to put that one down.
Good fast middle serve.
Lemon serving 14. Tuju's going to have to come up with something here.
Yeah, this side's really going to need to push the pace right here if they're going to want to get some real points. That's the hard thing to do on Steve and Mike. They don't give up a lot of real points.
TJ and Justin are still on the good side. This would be a good time to rip a jump serve or two. Goes for it.
Okay.
But Grotowski handles it well. It's just frustrating when you're ripping serves and the other team just handling it, making it look easy. Grotowski, DiPierro came out and won the first NBL this year in Port St. Lucie. Since then, I believe they've had a couple of thirds and maybe a fifth or two. Poppy cranking cross court. DiPierro lets it go, tags the line.
Now I know Steve's on the bad side over there on the left, but Metzko, who would you go after on this team right here between Mike and Steve?
It's a tough one. I just don't like Steve's high line shot.
I can't get it.
It's too deceptive.
Ooh.
Phipps gets an ace to get the switch 15-13.
That's what we were looking for on this side is Phipps pushing the pace with that serve in the win.
The thing is they've been serving tough, but they've been serving right to a guy. And a team like DiPierro and Grotowski, both very, very effective side-out players. think he just served hard middle, and that's exactly what scored him that point.
Yeah, I like that strategy. We might have to employ that later on this tournament.
Hard middle's a tough serve to start.
And there's the high line again. I know it looks easy, everybody out there, but not too many people get that shot.
It's just real crisp.
16-13 here. Looking for a side out from that far side over there to keep it close, push some points for us. We'll see.
16-13, Grotowski serving from the good side, looking to maybe crank up a jump serve.
Look at that score.
Ooh. Poppy setting sauce, but TJ finds himself getting stuffed by DiPierro.
I find that DiPierro gets more blocks than Steve does when he gets up there. He seems to make these great late angle jumps or line jumps that when you're about to swing, you think it's open, and all of a sudden he just shuts the lights out on you.
DiPierro taking a patented McCoy 20-second timeout to towel off.
In defense, right there, McCoy usually takes a good 35 to 40 seconds, but it was a quick one for him.
When anyone else towels off in 2016 on the NBL, they have to pay Skylar McCoy 50 cents per towel off. He has patented that move.
DiPierro with another big block. I think they should split block the whole tournament, personally.
I think they do. I think they did in Port St. Lucie.
That is what they do, everybody.
I don't think it's because they want to. I think it's because neither one of them wants to move.
Oh.
Jumbo. What happened?
Phipps with the Yahtzee through the block. Too much power for Steve to handle. You should have sent Mike back up there.
Poppy choosing to play that jumbo with a knuckle. It's not what a coach would tell you to do, but it worked for him.
Hudson Bates, welcome to the show here. Some people were lucky enough to get some side out reps with Hudson yesterday. Some people were stoked about that. We had the real Shane Donahue and Hudson down here yesterday, repping it out. It's good to see those guys.
This would be one of Hudson's home beaches. Valerie from Santa Monica just joined the live stream. Welcome, Valerie.
Ocean Park is in the house right now.
She's a big Raquel Ferreira fan.
Ooh.
Poppy cutting it in the middle of the net will bring us to 2014. This one looks like it's in the books for the first set.
That's just what this side will do to you. They'll just grind you down with tough serves, consistent play, and very
Poppy
few
elects
mistakes.
for a timeout.
Looks like almost tailoring his
I think he's gonna go ahead and go over there and tell him how he didn't like the set.
Maybe some water. Andrew Russell querying whether Phipps has used his medical timeout yet. He just used his first timeout.
I think he'll go to that in game 2.
Phipps is in a strong contention with Dana Camacho for who can use the most medicals in their career.
And the most creative medicals.
When the officials ask him, what is the medical for? I think I've heard Dana say, my brain hurts, my toe hurts. I know what my favorite. I was playing in St. Petersburg, and he goes, the ref goes, why are you using your medical? And he goes, because my partner sucks.
Which is why his brain was hurting at the time, and he needed a doctor.
The FIVB implemented a rule. You get one medical timeout for the season, and it is at the official's discretion to give it to you or not. And the second one costs you $1,000. I don't think Dana would like that.
No, that doesn't work for us here in the States, I don't think.
I don't think the FIVB's pace of play would work well for DiPierro, Baxter, or Skylar McCoy. Get 11 seconds between plays, and then they will blow the whistle whether you're ready or not.
It's quite a fast-paced game. We let
I
them
was
take the
actually,
players a
I was actually
little
down at
more.
Rio watching the Olympics, and I saw the ref go to blow the whistle early on a couple different critical matches, and the officials boss said, "Hey, let him. Let's not
Give them 3 more seconds,
let's
guys.
give him 14 seconds instead of 11. This is the Olympics."
So here we're back, 14-20. Well, 20 serving 14. Nice little timeout to bring him, to make a little comeback right here, that far side.
20-1 chance the serve is going to Phipps.
Sean made a good point right here, and the most yellow cards. Now, I'm assuming he's talking about Dana number 1, and we'll go with Phipps number 2. I'm trying to think of anybody else that's in that category right there.
There's more red cards.
Ooh, that has to be Dana.
Dana, the only player ever banned from the mother load.
Dana's actually been banned from every professional and semi-professional tournament in the United States. But after 2 years off, he gets to come back into it. Phipps here has actually probably played in every tournament that has existed in the United States. And with a late game ace to the back line, that's what this team needs to do, really, is put pressure on him like that
I thought this was in the books, but Phipps is saying, don't close the book just yet. I got a couple more aces to pad my stats.
Yeah, the patented clean my glasses technique, and he also likes to go to the I have sand in my eye, is a great way to buy yourself a little bit of time. And that's the first one in the books, just like John was talking about. We have a battle on this far court right here with the Moran Cabbage Caban Dvorsky game. I don't know the score, but we're deep in the third. With
Moran sitting on the ground, looking for a little attention, gets it from his partner.
Probably needs to have some words with the ref. He is a fan of that one.
Moran going for a little towel off over there. He's not afraid to towel off. So the old slow down the game technique might be originated by Baxter. I'm sure there was a St. John or Randy that era. There was somebody there that just absolutely slowed down the game. But I played with Baxter for a couple tournaments. That guy takes 30 seconds in between every play. It is an impressively slow game. Bill Kalinsky now carrying the torch on that one.
If you do it the right way, though, I feel like you can get away with it. Baxter did some great change the lines, make sure they were fixed correctly, flipping it back over.
In San Antonio, I went on a run where I got a jump serve ace, went up, got a block, and then I jump served again, went up, pulled, dug, put it away. Over the course of 3 plays, my partner set one ball and didn't do anything else. And I went back to serve, and I noticed him going over to the ref, Drew Mallon, going over to the ref to clean his glasses. It's like, that guy hasn't done anything. And then I realized that he was actually giving a slowdown to help me. Kind of a veteran move. I was impressed.
Looks like we're going to get back out here underway with this second game right now. We'll see who comes out on the good side closest to us, going after some serves. Look for Phipps to fire up in this game right here.
DiPierro Grotowski is sponsored by the Potawatomi Casino. Justin Phipps sponsored by Chick-fil-A. And TJ Cloud sponsored by his daughter.
Ooh, TJ with the
K.
big block. That hurt Phipps. I just tell him to stay up there for the rest of the game and do his blocking
TJ's
magic.
swatting back the pokey.
He's like, I've watched big guys do this.
His family might have texted him about the comments I made about his block, and now he's making his statement up there. Phipps just getting under that one a little bit.
I'd like to see him keep going to that, though. Really just keep putting the pressure on that side over there and making plays. It's tough. It's like, my partner just got a block. Do I want to rip this? Do I want to keep it in? But you got to put pressure on him. That's Phipps' set, and he put it away.
DiPierro was going to hit the ring with that serve, deep corner. Phipps backed up, was about to let it go, and then he passed. Actually, he passed it perfect. It's a hard serve to pass.
The look-off pass. The dime. Oh, got another ball on over here. TJ back. This is probably the only match we'll see with both sides completely split blocking most of the time. Ooh, they went to the right side guy. I like it. Lefty, righty. Okay, how he got that by Phipps, I don't know. But great angle hit by Mike. Casually strolling back up to the net.
Sharp angle. Grotowski back to serve. We got 2-all.
And the deep floater to Phipps again. But Phipps is still able to put it away. The Yahtzee with the big bear claw. Poppy firing up. I'd like to see him just keep pushing it like that. I feel like if these guys can keep it, close to that 14-all mark when they switch, that they might be able to push some points deep into this game and create something here. Phipps has gone over to the left with the middle serve.
So Phipps, I think in several years on the NBL, Phipps has had a new partner every tournament. Last tournament, Andrew Russell joined the fray, and we got to play him last round Saturday on Stadium Court. Had a fun match. Russell was just commenting on Facebook about how many sand timeouts Phipps took in that tournament.
How many timeouts he asked his partners to take as well. Clean your glasses, you have sand in your eyes, stuff like that, just to keep the game a little slower pace. Back to Phipps' set, and the Yahtzee again. And we're looking at 3 for 3 Yahtzees by Justin Poppy Phipps. Oh, it looks like that far game ended for us. We'll try to get you an update on who won that one. That was a battle. Back to Steve, the early pull. Okay. And the tomahawk dig. Oh, just a little long is what that hit looked like.
Phipps requesting a line check from the official, and he obliges.
DiPierro and Steve are not worried.
90% of the people on the beach think it's out.
Yeah, that's only because there's...
DiPierro's already been established as one of the most honest guys on the beach. I think if I saw him call that out, I would let it go.
Yes, sir! Go Casey! Bring it! That takes you out!
We're looking at a 4-all right now. 4-all. Steve's back to serve.
Grotowski trying not to serve it in the middle of the net.
Against the hose!
I think he's going to do...
So the sand is extremely hot. I'm sure you know. So you're walking around there, and these players are playing a lot of...
Yeah, I know. You had like 16. The field goal Yahtzee. I think every ball from that side has been a hammer. I think that's what they decided at the end of that last game and coming into this one, that they were going to go down hammering balls at this side, which I like. Oh! Me and Mesco played our first match about an hour ago against Van Sweeten, and we took that down, and that was good. 1-2, happy about that. We got another one coming up a little bit later. We play the winner of that far court, And the
DiPierro creeping in there for the looking for the short pokey, and TJ goes long, deep pokey. That was effective.
when shooting away from DiPierro, you can count on him not turning and burning for those plays right there. It's very calculated. If he makes the wrong decision, he's okay with it. Back to Steve Short. I like that serve. The fake, hitting. I thought that one was going to be in, but he just missed it long right there. A lot of dancing around by both partners on that side, which I think I like.
I don't like pulling on Steve. I think if they pull again on him, he bounces it.
And we're looking at a 7 serving 5.
But Phipps is smart. He knows that you get away with that one time on Steve. You don't get away with it twice.
I see a fake pull to Phipps' house right now.
Got it.
Back to the high line.
Did fake pull. And Grotowski just going to the automatica.
We'll call that a funnel by Phipps. And 6-7. These guys on the good side, though, not pushing any real points, which is good for them. They actually got one. Steve again starting to heat up here. Little inside Yahtzee, and they're good.
Get a 7-all switch. 8-6. 8-6, Poppy's up. Tom Davenport chiming in online in favor of Dana Camacho.
You know, I haven't played at the Steamboat, but I'd really like to get up there and play that one.
Tom Davenport, legendary Colorado promoter. I'm a big fan. And, Dana's got a lot of fans out there.
I am a fan of Dana.
When he shows up at a tournament, people gather around to watch him play. It doesn't matter what court he's on. He's got fans.
Pretty sure we had about 100 people watching. Oh, Phipps! Yahtzee down the line. Whoa! Okay, Mike said no problem though. Oh. Well, that's how that far team will get in your head right there.
Poppy buried angle and DiPierro just one hand upped it.
Now here's a pivotal point for me in this game already. Does he come back from that and shake that off? And an early timeout.
I think that's actually Justin knowing himself well, because that could in the past that's been the beginning of a meltdown.
Yeah,
I think
that's a great call by you, John.
Pump the brakes.
Exactly what I thought might happen at the moment.
They could have went up 9-6 there. Instead, it's 7-8. They just got to regather, side this ball out, and go back to work.
Yeah, we read that. Still we're talking about Dana. I'd like to see Phipps keep going to that Yahtzee down the line serve.
I think Dana has. We're talking about Dana more than any of the 4 players on the court here. I think Dana's showed up to about 8 NBLs in the last couple of years since over on qualifying. That's. I don't think I would have bet on that if you had told me that would happen.
You know, these qualifiers are not easy. I think everybody thinks you show up and you get in, and that's just not happening around here. A lot of good teams coming out of everywhere, really trying to up the ante.
I played a CBVA with Dana in Manhattan Beach, which those are not easy to win. We won it so easy. I didn't feel like I did anything. I just set him. He just dug balls. I set him all weekend, and it was one of the easiest tournaments I've ever won.
I played a CBVA last weekend with Phipps, and somehow he convinced the other team to only serve me every single ball, and they obliged, and we won 21-8. And they never even looked at Phipps to serve him the ball. He actually went to the net multiple times, and they still served directly at me. This is what kind of talker we have on this court right here. It was impressive.
He's a deal maker. Likes to play backgammon.
Big point here, everybody. Oh.
Likes to go over Steve's block on the line. We got 9 serving 7. Now right here, this is a critical point in the match. This is where TJ really needs to fire up his jump serve.
Say just let it rip this side. You guys got nothing to lose on that jumper. You guys have been putting pressure on him this whole time.
You got the wind in your face.
You know,
got the Australian gold banners back there backing you up, just in case you let it sail.
From far side to far side. Ooh, the back to the line. Hit.
Just too good of a set from Grotowski. Just hung it up there like a piece of pie.
tell you, when you're playing defense on DiPierro, it can get a little confusing sometimes because you're not sure which hand to look at. You're not sure if he's going to cut it right-handed, cut it left-handed, poke it with the left, poke it with the right.
And not unlike Raquel Ferreira, he knows how to find sand.
Just all day. And, oh, short serve.
Some players that
Poppy.
hit hard, other players good at shots.
And
DiPierro knows how to find
Oh.
sand in the court. Grotowski found sand outside of the court there. That'd be a point, Cloud Phipps.
The score's got it 90-8, but let's change that on back. And now here we are at 10-8, which sounds about right. Like to see Phipps go back to that line serve.
You got an overpass on the last serve.
You know, I think if you can push that.
Getting an ace on DiPierro Grotowski is not easy. He gets another
Again,
trouble pass.
Somehow
Great
perfect. Hey, big block by TJ.
Oh, 11-8.
Okay,
Phipps
okay.
is saying, don't put this match in the books just yet.
That is one thing I will give to Phipps. He will not quit. He believes no matter what the score is, who he's playing, what's going on, that he will win. For everybody watching at home, we all need that mindset. He will not go get that ball on the court, though. I don't know if he'll walk that far. Thought he was going to call for his partner for that one. Oh, and switches balls on him. Kind of like that move. Here we are again.
Whenever I get a point, I will always want to use the same ball.
I am surprised he changed balls, but great line serve. Look off high line, and he's
Just got all the way there and then just shanked the dig.
That was too
That's
bad.
a bummer.
That was a great read by
That
him.
would have been a dig for 12-8 if he could have converted it.
We're looking at a 9-1. I'd really like to see these guys right here get this 12-9 switch and put a lot of pressure on that far side. You know, that's something that not a lot of teams could do. Deep back into the corner serve. Oh,
TJ Cloud going OT on Grotowski?
that was
Did that just
impressive,
happen?
everybody.
12-9 will take a technical timeout.
I like what's going on this side right now. I like how they're pushing the pace. This is exactly what they need to do.
Court
They
2
expect to
about
win
to
this.
fire up is the 6 seed versus the 11. That would be Brian Vandenberg and Drew Mallon, my former partner. There's Matt Clayton and Chris Frazier.
Chris Frazier might be the highest flying player on the tour.
And I played him a couple times this year. You do not want to try to challenge him high hands.
I think I've
He's
seen it.
going higher than you are.
He clamped me many times when I tried to roll a high line over in the PSL earlier this year, and I finally learned my lesson and went under it.
Go low.
Go low. You're not going over that, man. And I think I've seen him OT'd every blocker on tour.
Yeah, when I try to block him, I hold my hands in a different position than I hold them against other guys.
I played with Jeff Samuels earlier this year, and high flyer himself, Frazier was the only guy I saw literally hit straight down over Jeff. And it was impressive. I did not dig that ball. And that's just what kind of athletes you have.
Van
out here.
Dabrowski walking by giving us the thumbs up. Looks like they prevailed over Moran Cabbage and will move on in the winner's bracket.
That's a big win by those guys, especially with Moran and Cabbage coming off that finals appearance that they had in Hermosa.
Van Dabrowski, the 5 seed, 5 or 4. Either way, they're going to play the winner of this match here. So they're going to grab a chicken Caesar wrap, have a seat on the players' couch, and get a front row seat for this match that everybody's watching. DiPierro Grotowski versus TJ Cloud and Justin Phipps.
Yeah, they're the 4 seed. Peter and Caban. You know, last year they came through the qualifier, and now you're looking at a team that's the top 4, and they've been playing great this year.
Two Czech guys. Martin actually stayed at my house 2 weeks last year in Hermosa Beach. Just great guys. Played him a bunch, trained with him a bunch. Great guys, good guys to have on tour.
Yeah, extremely, extremely nice. Martin's about as nice as they come.
Yeah, they hit hard too.
And we're back here with the line serve. TJ is doing the full-time blocking, as I thought would start to happen.
We're just going to call that Automatica over line.
It's hard to block and it's hard to run down.
10 serving 12. Robert DeRora on the scoreboard. 10 serving 12. TJ making a great pass on the middle ball.
The Yahtzee through DiPierro, you don't see that. Yeah, second. This side. DiPierro Grotowski. You have on this side, you have Steve Grotowski, who played in the Olympics.
The score hasn't been updated. It's 13-10.
On the
TJ,
right,
low chisel on DiPierro. At some point.
the right side, you have Mike DiPierro getting served. Oh, a late over on 2. A pokey middle, but no. And back to the short line.
Steve just finding ways. Another way to get a slowdown is to debate the score, whether you're right or wrong. In this case, at some point they're going to debate the score because it's really 11-13, and the scoreboard that is out of sight currently is showing 10-13.
You know, you have the far side, like I said, Justin Poppy Phipps with his head down. Don't discount that thinking that he is discouraged. That's actually him getting fired up right now.
The ref himself correcting the scoreboard right now, so we will not get a shutdown. I played the CBVA Laguna Open earlier this year, and I think in one match the score was wrong about 7 times. That's frustrating. The officials are on it today. Didn't need any input.
A high chisel by Phipps. The wind out here is looking about 7 miles an hour-ish coming from the northeast, coming off the ocean, pushing at us on this side towards the camera.
TJ Cloud back to serve 14, serving 11.
Yep, TJ's going to go ahead and jump back up there. They're going to DiPierro because the high line is just not fun to get from Steve. Oh,
Wow.
a big block. I think TJ has all the blocks in the game so far with a commanding 15-11 lead.
If you had asked me who Phipps was going to get for this tournament to run up and block for him, I would not have picked TJ Cloud.
That's what's so impressive about
with
Phipps.
3 blocks so far this game, how am I supposed to argue with that?
I mean, the guy knows how to find his partners and convince them to go house people. Ooh.
Phipps. TJ doing his job gets DiPierro to go over the block, and Phipps nowhere to be found there.
Yes, number 2 is balling. Now, we do have 2 number 2s, so we'll just say this team is balling, although they're down 12-15 at the moment. Team 2 balls, 1 cup right here.
It's an FIVB infraction to both be wearing the same number, but these guys like to challenge the rules. Steve Grotowski serving, Mike DiPierro at the net, Justin Phipps passing, and his partner TJ Cloud setting. And DiPierro putting it away for the 15-13 switch.
That would have been a nice side out if they could have gone up 16-12 on that one.
That would have been a big one. We don't need to explain that to Phipps. He knows the score.
I think everybody's loving the wind because it's keeping it just a little bit cooler here. There's that humidity out a little bit. Check that. The wind is up to 9 miles an hour now. Slowly gaining a little speed out here. I think it's going to top out around 9 or 10 for the day, though, so it shouldn't be too bad as we see the far court starts to get going as well. Here we go. Back to Phipps, and they baited him into that shot, everybody. Mike, good. Oh, Phipps is back with the ball on 2, but Mike, of course, does a one-arm bandit. Lefty cutty. Hit it.
Wow, we got ourselves a rally here. The crowd's getting a little into it. $16 serving 13. These guys can take this to 3. They just need A couple more set outs, maybe a point or two on the serve here. This would be a good time to detonate a serve.
See if Phipps goes back down that line again. He's been hitting that extremely well. Hasn't converted too many off of that, but putting them into the and the short.
Shorties. But Steve's seen that a few too many times.
I don't know which shot that was.
Most guys might not have been prepared for that. Steve Grotowski looked like he was waiting on it.
And then with the inside slide cutty.
That one we haven't seen yet.
What is that? Eight different shots now?
Besides the high line, Steve's shown us a different look a lot of different times.
Steve kind of waits for you to run high line and then does just an easy little wrist away something. We don't know where, but it just wrists away and gets it. Phipps with the yachts. Phipps
delivering angle.
Will not go quietly into the night right now.
DiPierro asking his blocker to block that seam ball.
This is game 2. The far side won the first one 21-16. Here we are, Phipps and TJ Cloud, who, let me tell you, this is my first year watching TJ play, but he is playing really good volleyball. Very consistent. As I say that, Yahtzee's a serve over. Nice. Oh, boy. Phipps with the great late. Oh, boy. That's a lot of running for Phipps here. Oh, that's
frustrating.
That's a tough point to lose, you guys. I really thought this side had that one. We're looking for maybe some sand in the eye, or didn't he already use his timeout?
He took his timeout. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not sure what's happening right now. Phipps already used his timeout. He looks like he might get a yellow. Yeah, I already commented on that. Everybody's a little
Phipps doesn't think he used it. Phipps goes to the medical.
Just like I was talking about before, game 1, no medical. Usually wait for Phipps into game 2 to pull off a medical. Now, here's the thing. I don't actually doubt that he is dying right now. So we're going to give him a little time.
If they had won that rally, they would not need to use a timeout here. It'd be 18-14, and they would be in good position to win this game. But DiPierro Grotowski just did not seem flustered when TJ got a straight down look with nobody up, and they dug it, kept it alive.
So here we are. These guys up 17-15. We'll probably have a good...
That rally was simply about endurance.
Don't worry at home, everybody. Phipps is not having a heart attack yet. Usually that'll occur after the loss. But do look for him to be struggling just a little bit here.
We are deep in game number 2. The score is 17-15 in favor of Phipps and Cloud. When we come out of this medical, DiPierro Grotowski will be serving. Phipps and Cloud receiving on the good side to go up 18-15. That's a pretty good spot to be in. Phipps knows he can win this game and force a third set. Yeah.
JJ Kalina is in the house. I just to say a what up to JJ right here.
As well as Scotty Cat Stevens.
While Phipps takes his medical, he will also smoke a stogie, smoke a cigarette. That just helps him with the heart attack process.
The medical trainer came over and he's a little confused because Phipps doesn't really need any help. He just needs a little time.
But she's patting him on the back, telling him everything's going to be just fine, and he's going to go out and get this next point for us right now. When we come back, we're going to have this 17-15 brawl on our hands. And we'll see which way it goes for us.
So it's court 2 out there with Vandenberg Malin serving against Clayton Frazier. Looks like they're about halfway through the first set. Vandenberg down the line. Frazier going up big.
Malin with a good, nice little
finessing. It's just called finesse.
Every time I look at that court, it looks like it's like Mallon and Vandenberg are just scoring points. That's the team we play next. Whoever wins that one. Yeah, I want everybody to know, don't worry about Ziggy, all right? Ziggy is doing great. In the shade, hanging out on somebody else's lap, getting fed some food.
Ziggy, the most popular dog on the NBL. Even though I got a new puppy, Ziggy dominates popularity.
You know, maybe if you brought the puppy with you everywhere you went, you'd have a shot.
Well, my puppy's now like 45 pounds. It's hard to take on an airplane. He would not sit on a plane for 5 hours.
Scott is here, and he has been hollering at some of these Florida boys. It's been quite enjoyable, actually. Just letting them know when they need to kind of step it up just a little bit more to really represent hometown Florida.
So we are, Travis Schoonover and I are supposed to play the winners of the match going down in Court 2 that we're scouting from this commentating position. We're supposed to play them at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if that's going to happen.
I kind of hope it does, because that means these guys will get no break. We'll have a couple hours. There's also a local tournament going on right now that some of the guys who are in the qualifier are playing in, as well as a big surfing competition out here. If you guys didn't know this, Virginia Beach gets quite the 1 to 2 footers and some different party waves that I've seen some people have been taking. If you get down to that point, it gets up to about 2.5 feet right there. They're going to go ahead and do a whole contest like that. This whole beach and community is firing, everybody. It's quite enjoyable. You know, Mesco and I were talking about this before we headed out. We thought this was probably going to be one of the best events of the year. Just the whole ambiance of the place, the people, the fans, everybody coming out is it's an exciting environment. Because we're supposed to play those guys, and they're not. So now I'm not sure.
Over there?
Yeah, we play the winner of that. Yeah, Tyler told me it was 2, but like that was like 3 hours. Right. Our game, me and his game, lasted like 25 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Who'd you play?
We're about to restart the action here. Again, DiPierro Grotowski 15, serving Phipps Cloud at 17.
Johnny McCoy
Shout out for
joining
18-15.
us. All right, you come out, everybody's cooled down. Momentum is completely just gone from both teams. We'll see who picks it up.
Timeout has been used. Medical has been used. The only other option now is a yellow card. Phipps get an offset, but finds a way.
The great thing about
TJ apologizing for the offset.
the great thing about giving Phipps not a perfect set is a good late pull, and you can put that ball away, no problem. 18-15. I think Phipps is gonna
Looking for some pepper out of the serve here.
Oh,
Wow.
big time net catch right there. Mesco's a huge fan of this rule right here. He loves a good net over serve.
I predict next year most of the major tours will go to a tennis rules, which will reserve on their play, no point awarded.
I'd like to know how we feel at home about that, everybody. It happens all the time and in every match.
A demoralizer, a momentum breaker.
And just no skill involved in it, which is the tough part. You know, some guys are great at hitting the tape.
I watched John Hyden practice that serve for about a half hour one time, and he just gave up. It's hard to do consistently.
My nephew, Jordan Hendrick, is in the building as well right now, hanging out, watching online. Good to see you, Jordan. Like to see you out at one of these tournaments, buddy. Oh, I just got hit with the ball.
Cloud with a nice cover, but then hits it just a little bit long deep middle.
Another
17 serving 19.
Another big win.
This is what you call pitter patter.
now DiPierro and
DiPierro knows he can win this game. He blows out the match right here.
I feel like DiPierro and Grotowski are the only team fine with going 3 with most of the teams.
Oh,
Back to
it's
the
a tough
Phipps.
serve. High deep.
Inside low. Ooh. And 18 serving 19. The pressure is on Phipps with just missed it outside right there on that one. Kyle Stevenson is here with us, everybody.
Tied up 19 all now. It's not a good run.
19s, oh boy.
Phipps has to really focus here, get a good pass, put this ball away, and get a good serve, and they can still win this match. There's the pass and the set he wanted.
Okay.
The only problem is he hit it right at DiPierro's head, which is the wrong spot to hit.
If you hit anything that DiPierro can reach to, you might be in some trouble.
Great dig by DiPierro, followed up by a great block by Grotowski, and now we have match points, 20 serving 19.
I was hoping this game was going to go 3 for everybody, but these guys coming out of nowhere just
Gone 5 straight points coming back from 19-15. 5 straight points looking to make it a 6th to end the match.
2019 serving. This is completely turned upside down on this far side for us. And they go to TJ. I didn't see that coming. The lefty clamped game, and there we have it, everybody.
I think Phipps could have covered that ball.
21-19 out of nowhere. What were they down? 19-15?
That's the match. DiPierro, Grotowski moving on, and they will play Caban and Dabrowski to go from 9th place to 5th place. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the NBL Virginia Beach. And look forward to seeing you guys on the next match. This is John Mesko and Travis Schoonover signing off.
Thanks, guys. It's been real.